With every changing news cycle, there's always more and more COVID-19 info to wade through and make sense of. Well, luckily, we got our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli. She joins us live. Hey, Doc. So we want you to weigh in on this news from just this morning. So Dr. Sanjay Gupta has a pretty dire warning about what to expect with coronavirus in the coming weeks. Very scary. Take a look.
The virus is spreading too rapidly, and we're going into exponential growth, which means we're going to look at a line in a few days, maybe a week, which is going to look like it's going straight up, kind of like we're seeing in the European Union right now, and it's going to become overwhelming.
Makes me nervous. So, Dr. Kohli, that's a very serious warning. What does he mean by exponential growth, and why is it happening in the coming weeks? Please make sense of this for us.
So exponential growth is the concept that if one person is infected and infects an average of 3 people, those 3 people then go on to infect 3 people each. Then those 9 people go on to infect 3 each. You guys are seeing where I'm going with this. So you've gone from 1 infection to several thousand in the span of a few days. And that is something that is a known phenomena with infectious diseases like this, and with the way that this virus spreads, where each individual person infects multiple people on average. And there's no surprise as to why this is happening. We've talked about the COVID fatigue. We've talked about the winter coming. Those small gatherings where people let their guard down is another reason. And the younger people that don't even know that they're infected are those silent spreaders that are out there. But as Dr. Gupta said, I really want to echo, we have a small window to turn this around so that we can change the shape of that curve from going straight up to flattening it again. So let's make that our motto again: flatten the curve.
I like it. All right, Doc, as far as actually having the virus is concerned, I keep hearing about brain fog. I don't have it, if you're wondering, Sam. As a symptom, is it true that it could actually affect a person's IQ?
It is absolutely true, and brain fog is something that happens after many severe viral infections. It's not really specific to COVID-19, but a study that just came out of Imperial College in London actually looked at individuals with COVID-19, all the way from those with severe ventilation-dependent COVID-19 to those that just had mild symptoms at home. And what they found is that people's IQs went down after COVID-19 infection, and it was really related to how severe your infection was, with those that were most severe having a 8.5 point drop in their IQ, wow, which was almost the equivalent of 10 years of aging of the brain. So it was really incredible.
That is terrifying. I can't wait till we're past this. I just pray that we can finally beat this. So really quickly, because I know we're running out of time, we've spoken about pandemic fatigue before, but there are reports that fewer than half of Americans are avoiding restaurants and gatherings. Now that's compared to 80% in April. What do you make of this?
You know, I think there's 2 reasons for this, Sam. The first is that the businesses are open. Remember, we had everything shut down in April. So I think part of it is that our government has sort of set us up to go to these businesses, and we want to support them. But the second reason, again, is that COVID fatigue, the misconceptions that people think once they've had it that they're immune and they can get out there. So I would say whenever I think about going out to eat, I say to myself, is this small pleasure worth somebody's life, and can I make the sacrifice? And I try to order in as much as I can, avoid those restaurants.
Wow, well said. Thank you always, Dr. Kohli, for your advice. We appreciate you. We'll be right back.